Astolfo. Astolfo, Asudorufo, class name rider of Black, Kuro no Rida, is the rider class servant of Selenik Iskal Ig millennia of the Black faction in the Great Holy Grail War of Fate/Apocrypha. After the death of Selenik, he forms a contract with Sieg. He is one of the servants of Ritsuka Fujimaru of the Grand Order conflicts of Fate/Grand Order. He is a part of Hikuno Kishinami's army in Fate/Extella Link. One of the 12 paladins of Charlemagne, Charlemagne Yujuni Yushir. In the Charlemagne WP legend, he is the son of an English king, and one of Charlemagne's 12 faithful paladins WP. Among the 12 paladins of Charlemagne, Astolfo is said to be the most handsome, eternally optimistic, and completely lacking in sense. As the legends go, Astolfo was quite the ladies' man. As a cousin of Roland, Astolfo is included among those 12, that being said, Astolfo was famed as weak in legends. Astolfo has created many legends as he was an adventurer who flew to all over the world and even reached the moon in the end. Through his journeys, he had won numerous mystic codes such as his flute, his grimoire, and his shining golden lance. Astolfo brought rise to various legends on the back of mounts like a griffin and the famous Rabbicano, but particularly famous among them is something inconceivable for this world, the Hippogriff. Although many are the glorious tales of Astolfo, it is said that he has made just as many mistakes. He was continually defeated in riding tournaments, fell victim to many thaumaturgical traps and even lost, in a matter of hours, the reason that he had picked up at the moon. However, Astolfo never faltered, he did not seem to consider failure or defeat as blunders in the first place. Appearance. Astolfo is an androgynous-looking boy who is fancily dressed. Beautiful beyond all compare, he states that his hair ornaments, which seem like something a princess would wear, are an irresistible proof of friendship that he uses to restore peace to his depressively mad boon ally, Roland. His appearance is contrary to the legend of being said to be the most handsome among the 12 peers of Charlemagne, and though extremely unexpected, it is natural for legends to become distorted. He purposefully dresses as a girl because he likes cute things. His gender in the servant status was written lo secret. Personality. Astolfo is known in his legend for being eternally optimistic and completely lacking in sense, and he can be called curiosity in human form. As a servant more concerned with the current prospect of a second life over all else, he is one who will, with or without permission from his master, instantly leave when not in conflict to indulge in the pleasures of the world. He greatly enjoys physical form rather than the usual practice of being kept in spirit form except for battle, and obtaining permission to do so is enough to cause him to dance for joy. He is a frightfully unparalleled blabbermouth, prone to speaking on and on until those involved lose all rationality. His conversations, through no ill intent on his part, have a way of meandering toward maximum social awkwardness. His hobby of adventuring gets himself mixed up in an assorted amount of mischief due to him constantly popping up everywhere. Since he has no wish in special to entrust the Holy Grail, this servant's motivation greatly fluctuates depending on whether or not he likes his master. The type who is frankly straight with the person he came to like, regardless of said person being of the opposite or the same sex. Astolfo leaves all hard decisions as a matter for his heart to decide on the spot, following the course he deems most fit. He does as he pleases without regret, and such obviousness of course would be hard to fathom from anyone other than him. He decides to save Sieg entirely on such a pretense, and not knowing how far he will be able to help, simply states, "I'll keep helping him until I stop." Abilities. Although Astolfo was one of Charlemagne's 12 paladins, he is a weak knight whose abilities are inferior to the rest of them, and he has been famed as such in multiple legends. Despite Astolfo himself being certainly weak, the many noble phantasms he received, or borrowed, in the middle of his adventures are extremely powerful, so he can be fully counted as a war asset. If his noble phantasms weren't taken into account, Astolfo would be considered somewhere between second and third rate as a heroic spirit in terms of strength and skill. Skills. Magic resistance, A, D, rank. Astolfo would naturally have this skill at rank D, however, thanks to his book Noble Phantasm, its rank has been greatly increased. Due to this, all magecraft at rank A or below is cancelled. As a matter of fact, modern magi are incapable of hurting Astolfo. Riding, A+ rank. Astolfo possesses the ability for riding. As such, he is capable of managing even beast with the rank of Phantasmal Beast and Divine Beast. However, this doesn't apply to Dragonkin. Personal skills. Evaporation of reason, D rank. Reasoning is disappearing. It is impossible for him to keep secrets. He'll carelessly chatter about his team's weaknesses and true names, forgetful of important things, etc. A kind of extreme curse. This skill also serves as instinct. During the battle, Astolfo is able to some extent, feel the optimal course. Monstrous strength, C rank temporarily magnifies STR. However, during the usage of this skill, Astolfo receives damage every turn. Independent action, B rank the ability to act independently for a period even if magic energy supply from the master is severed. At this rank, even if he loses his master, he is able to stay manifested for a period of 2 days. Noble Phantasms. La Black Luna, a hunting horn that strikes fear into the hearts of all who hear its sound, prompting instinctive escape. Those within its range will be struck with the shock of an explosive sound. In the case where the damage is the same or higher than the target's HP, they will be turned to dust and scattered around. Does not affect heroic spirits with magic resistance, but normal mages are not immune to its influence. Casseur de Logistil, inherited from a certain witch, it is a book with the means to shatter any and all magic recorded within it. It does not cancel a reality marble or a greater magecraft exceedingly close to reality marbles to such an extent, but evoking its true name and reading its content makes it a possibility. Trap of Argalia, Lance of the Night, Argilia. Has a golden tip. Killing ability is low although a wound is inflicted to the leg of the spiritual body. To come back from falling, a luck check is necessary. In the case of a failure, the bad status, falling, continues to linger. However, because luck readjusts itself upwards, it's not hard to succeed. Hippogriff, a phantasmal beast that's essentially an impossible existence. Although its rank is inferior to a griffin from the Age of Gods, its charging pulverization attack is equal to an A-rank physical attack. For only a moment, it is able to place itself in an interdimensional rift. Therefore, it is able to phase through every single attack. In Fate/Apocrypha, Astolfo received the divine shield Achilles Cosmos from Achilles. However, due to not being the true owner, Astolfo cannot use Achilles' method of attack with the shield.
If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, bye bye.